Hey everybody, it's Mark here. I'd like to take today and honor somebody that has been probably the biggest influence on my guitar playing that there is. That man is Doyle Dykes. Now, I first saw him on the Grand Ole Opry on TV. I was not there, but it was on an old satellite, old 12-foot dish back in the day. He came on, there was a program on the Grand Ole Opry. There was Chet Atkins, and I think Dwayne Eddy, I'm not sure. Anyway, two well-known guitar players, and they were playing a traditional song. I don't remember exactly which one. Maybe it was Will the Circle, something like that. And Dwayne Eddy, I really enjoyed his solo he took, and then Chet. Of course, Chet was always amazing. And then this man got up and played, and I had never seen him before or heard of him, and I thought, how can you do so much with such a simple song? And I was so impressed with it. Back then, the opera came on TV twice on Saturday nights, I think it was, like at 7 and then again at maybe 10. And I stayed up later and watched credits and stuff to figure out who it was. And anyway, I got to watching him pretty good whenever I had a chance. And it wasn't long after that till he was representing Taylor Guitars at that time. He used to come around Thanksgiving or Christmas time to a town not far from me, about 40 miles away, called McGee, Mississippi. And I went to see him live. And once I saw him play, I just could not believe what I was hearing and stuff. And that's when I went to a thumb pick. Before that, I had played with a flat pick like most people. And this was, I forget exactly, this was probably 97 or 98, somewhere around there. And I haven't played with a flat pick since, hardly. I did pick it up a while back to try to, it felt so awkward. I didn't know that I wanted to try that anymore. But the first time I put one of these on, and of course it did feel like it was shutting off the circulation to my thumb and stuff. And I would wear it for a few minutes and take it off, and wear it a few more minutes and take it off. Now I'm comfortable with it. But the first time I put it on, I began to play things that I had never thought of doing before. It just came out. It seems to be a natural thing for me to work on. But that was a whole new style for me to try to work on. And going back to Doyle, I had one of his CDs in which he played an instrumental version of Amazing Grace. And I thought this was the most beautiful arrangement of Amazing Grace I had ever heard. And there was one part of it where I had no idea what the technique was. I learned later it's called a tremolo. When I first heard it, and he does it great, I could hardly believe that it was one man and one guitar. I thought surely this has to be at least overdubbed or something, but it's not. And I actually attempt it now that I understand the technique. I don't say I have a very good tremolo technique, but I will try it in this song I'm about to play for you. But I have never learned much in terms of technique and stuff from Doyle Dykes, because what he plays is so much more advanced than what I understand, that even though he's got a few lessons on his website and stuff, I have picked up a lick or two there. His version of Amazing Grace, I do not attempt to play his version, but I listened to his version and I made my own arrangements, taking some of those ideas. The intro was harmonics, and so I got that kind of like he did. And to show you how things can work kind of funny sometimes, I didn't know till some years after I had worked out my intro in the harmonics that I changed keys in it. I started in G and changed to D. I just was doing what sounded right to me at the time, and learned that later on. But anyway, when I play this for you, I want to tell you that in the third verse, of course, the first verse is the regular artificial harmonics for the like the intro. The first verse is the intro. The second time around, play it basically a chord melody. The third verse will be the tremolo technique. And what that is, I use these three fingers. They will play the same string, 1, 2, 3, and the thumb is playing the bass notes. But when I first heard it, it just blew me away. So I hope you enjoyed. Here is my arrangement of Amazing Grace based on Doyle Dykes' version. Well, there you have it, mistakes and all. I hope you like it, but I've listened to Doyle faithfully for years now. This is actually a Doyle Dykes signature model guitar. You can see the white rose on the headstock, and you need to hear him tell the white rose story and play the song that goes with it. If I could play White Rose for Heidi, I would probably try to tell you the story and do that now, but you need to hear Doyle do it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I just wanted to say many thanks to Doyle for the inspiration that he's been to me. Y'all have a good one.